welcome to BEGGINING, and today we're going to be playing some Firewatch. Ashton will be here for the next episode, but he ain't here for now, so I'm going to show him this video so that he knows what's going on, and if you want more, just put it in the comment section down below. Also, just a little advertisement. Ashton has made a new account. It's called AL Madness, and subscribe if you like his videos. Right, anyway, you see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU border. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. That one. You slur the word major and it smells like cause. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology. Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Where did she hurt your feelings? She asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Well, just like that, the power of cheeseburgers. Swag. I have big stompy feet. Whoa! You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. It always is, isn't it? You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy undersized beagle Julia is in love with. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket, or you adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. We're gonna do what the lady wants. Bucket's a good dog, and 1 week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him, you love him too. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m, and the heat still radiates off the high deserts. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots, that would be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that. You say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. By the way, the entire game isn't just this, like the talking. Well, no, the option picking. We get to move about and stuff, and hitchhike through the forest and do free run and stuff. Fair Basin, Supply Drop, Beartooth Point, to Fair Lookout, Wapiti Meadow, Mule Point. I don't think that is gonna matter. Cache. That's like, is it like a weapons cache? No fireworks. Do not forget to check in. You are in their country. Learn to live with the bears. Fair Trail is not recommended for unexperienced hikers. Oh well, let's go. Actually, I don't know if you're unexperienced or experienced, but it doesn't matter. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call you, worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets in between the sheets. We're gonna get mad. You call her an inconsiderate arsehole. She tells you to fuck yourself. Oh, or she's angry and not to be such a baby. You call her selfish, and I didn't read that bottom bit, I'm an idiot. Julia still likes to draw. I'll read it once I go through. Julie still likes to draw. She draws planets from her research. She draws all the places you go to. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. He-Man, you look awesome. Yeah. We're He-Man. I like that I have big stumpy little legs. Swag. Is he gonna like pretend to pick up the sun anymore? During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. It's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you for a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Be fuck dog. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984, plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julie gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Concord, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job at associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her to take the job. Agree. She commutes. I don't know what that says. I do, but I can't read. I can, but I can't pronounce. Back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. Oh yeah, commute. I don't know why I thought it said concute or something. You don't want to move to Connecticut. Oh, it don't matter. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it anyway if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julie was sent home on Yale paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was fine crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. No guys, you pay attention to your woman. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret from now. Ooh. There's He-Man. What was that about? Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes to the university. Julia's fiction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you in bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day she gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You were determined to take care of her yourself, or you decide to move her to her definitely. I wouldn't risk it. I'd like her being in the hands of a professional if it were me. it's a deer. How do we know where we're going if like if we don't have a map or or maybe if he's finding them signs and stuff. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with some of your old friends, it's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it. If you won't see a therapist, you won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by. Bucket dies. Oh, that's sad. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock it in on you, in the back of your mind. You believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think summer is coming up and you saw an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Damn, that's sad. And dementia is scary as all. Enter the lookout tower, 'cause we're badass. Whoa, whoa. Stompy feet, stompy feet. Turn on the power. Power!
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Oh. Who's this?
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I
Verify lookout?
sleep forever?
Oh, she said hello Two Fox, so that Two Fox lookout, is that where... Oh, I know it, right. You're rebelling against Mum. We're gonna be the comedic type of guy.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you,
Oh.
but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, that's a creepy book, is that? I don't think I want that in here.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Everything doesn't seem so peaceful as it seems, I don't think. Alright guys, I might leave it there. But that first bit was boring, but you know, you gotta listen to it because I have a feeling that's got well, I know that obviously has a lot of stuff to do with the story.
Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, what, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?